This is Matrix Lord 212, and this is the reaction to Journey to the Center of the Toilet. Why? Why do I have to be right? I sensed something was wrong. I sensed it. I've heard rumors that the greatest episode that it may be, the Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, and it was the worst episode ever. I'm talking, when I say worst, on par with Love and Monsters. That's bad. And I'm going to say why it's the worst episode, because the episode never happened. This is spoilers, but the episode never happened. It was erased. It doesn't exist. The Doctor is just... nothing makes sense anymore, really. Those creatures with Clara... He's doing adventures that we don't even know about. He's meeting her I don't know how many times. And then she's... I don't know what he's doing. And why his name would be in a book. And, you know, she's not even frightened about it. So whoever he really is not anything big or bad. And... just, it's, you know, you don't do an episode and you cancel out the episode. Because it is not an episode. It never existed in Doctor Who Continuity. Because it's just not there. And I hate that. I hate, as I said before, I hate when a comic book erases the history of the character. I hate when something happens and it undoes. A time is unwritten, like Doctor Who. I mean, if this is the sign of what's going to happen in the finale, where his whole timeline is going to be undone somewhat, then it's going to be the worst 50th anniversary ever, especially the finale. This was the worst. I gotta say that Journey to the Center of the TARDIS was the worst episode I've ever seen. You know, the Doctor is just doing freaky things, and it's just, you know, he's going on another. He saw Clara die a third time, and he didn't even explain when that happened, what's going on. You know, I guess he was 200 years old. Was he 200, 1,000 years old? When he, I don't know, whatever. It just, you know what? Journey to the Center of TARDIS was about going through hallways. I heard that. My friends told me that. You're not going to see anything. You saw a library for, like, whatever. You didn't even get to see the swimming pool. Whatever they showed in the trailer is what was shown. There was nothing... It was corridors, man, and this was a cop-out. This episode was a cop-out. You got to see corridors. You got to see hallways. And it's no good, man. It was a no-good episode. It cheated the fans. You didn't spend... You spent money for corridors, so you keep spending tons of money for a hallway? That's not what everybody's dreamed. You know, this reminds me of the titles like Let's Kill Hitler or Bells of St. John, the title itself. But the episode was actually robbing the fans. It was a cop-out, and it was garbage. I gotta say, it was garbage. It probably was more insulting than Love and Monsters, and that's saying a lot. Okay, I'm annoyed because since when did something go wrong and Doctor erases the whole event? You know, to protect the TARDIS, like, and the TARDIS is not even talking with Clara, so I don't even know what's going on there. I'm just very, very disappointed that the episode we've been waiting for like a whole year or more was the worst episode I've ever seen. It was on par with Love and Monsters, I gotta say. I have to. I mean, I thought the special effects in the beginning was amazing, but you know, with their ship and everything, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point because I will never see this episode again. Because it never happened, and I just don't want to see it again. It's like Love and Monsters. I won't watch Love and Monsters again. I won't watch this episode again. I am not even going to rate it. That's how bad it is. Okay? The Cold War, which I didn't like from this Series 7 Part 2, that's a million times better than this. Okay? And you're not going to get me with little special effects of hallways either. Or you know, Eye of Harmony? Really? Where? Where's the Eye of Harmony? Okay, so timelines and cracks, and again, now we have a crack. Just like, you know, the crack was from the 11th hour, we have the crack. Okay, and I can't take it. This is just like the crack was from 11th Hour. We got that. I don't. Good Man Goes to War. Whatever, man. Whatever. This is just. I. You know what? You don't do an episode like this. You just don't. You don't do an episode that you cancel out the episode. Who wrote this up? I'm gonna look at who wrote this episode, and I'm gonna see what other ones they wrote. Because if I don't like the other episodes, forget it. This is a bunch of bull. I feel like cursing, but I'm just aggravated. The worst episode, on par with Love and Monsters, I have to say. And you're not going to get me about special effects either, because it was junk. It never happened. The episode, it was erased. Him going, is this what you do? You go through cracks? So that's what. So let me see now. If this is connected with the Big Bang, he goes through the crack to undo what? Everything? This is just garbage. Garbage. And if this is connected to the finale, it's garbage. And Sweetville, and what's the next one? Crimson Horror? That doesn't look that great either. Take care.